All right, so good evening, sir. And how are you? Today we're in Toronto, Ontario. Actually, we're in Scarborough, and Aromas of the World is looking at the aroma of parang. I shared a little bit about parang in a previous video, but today I have with me one of the maestros of parang, I should say, and your name is
Yasmin Asrag.
Yasmin Asrag. And Yasmin Asrag, as I understand, you have been in the band with the Lara Brothers.
Correct.
So could you tell us a little bit about the Lara Brothers? Because I know when I was growing up, I always heard about the Lara Brothers in Parang.
So, history of Lara Brothers. Ironically, Lara is their mother's name.
Okay.
They were originally from Cora settlement, but then in Trinidad they wanted to build a dam, and they relocated everyone from Cora, and they went to Santa Cruz. Originally four brothers, and they have some recordings with the four brothers. Unfortunately, two died earlier on, and William and Tito took on the tradition,
Okay.
and they conquered.
So you were not directly related to the Lara Brothers.
Not directly related, but I spent lots of hours with William and Tito.
Okay.
Lots of hours.
I know when we heard about the Lara Brothers, man, it was real Parang, because I too am from Trinidad, as you know. And is that any relation to the Lara, like the cricketer Lara?
Well, they all live in the same community, Kataru. So for Willie Lara's funeral, Dwayne and Darren Bravo were there, and they are also related to Brian Lara.
Okay.
So they all live just streets away. I'm not certain if they are directly related, but I assume that they are.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know Lara, Brian Lara was one of our greatest cricketers in the West Indies. He played for the West Indies, am I correct?
Not one of them. He is.
He is. I stand corrected. He is.
He is.
He is. So we hear a little bit about Parang. Could you tell us what Parang is?
So, okay, Parang started when the peons or the peasants, the agricultural workers came across from Venezuela to Trinidad. So they came across and they had the music and they had their traditions. And Parang in Trinidad, Parang as we know it, because the word is actually Paranda. And it's shortened from Paranda to Paran, and then Trinidadians give it this G at the end, so you get the Paran.
Okay.
And it really exemplifies what Trinidad is. Because back in the day, imagine it had no shops to go and buy gifts. So you go from house to house to spread the cheer Christmas time. And you had the banjo, the guitar, which was Spanish.
Yes.
And then the French, because we also had French in Trinidad.
Yes.
The violin and the flute is also there.
Okay.
You have the maracas, which is Amerindia. And then the box bass that we know was actually invented to fill that bass gap.
Okay.
So it really exemplifies the melting pot that Trinidad is, with all the different cultures and all the different influences, and the styles of music is the same. We have the traditional aguinaldos, and then the African influence, we have the merengue style. So it's a wonderful art, one of the oldest, if not the oldest, musical art form in Trinidad.
Wow, that's interesting. You know what? Growing up as a child, I know about Parang and I knew about going from home to home, but I didn't know all of that. So that's amazing. And I know we have a lot of cultural celebrations, and even in Trinidad now, we have groups going, competitions and all that kind of thing. So all that is still happening.
It's still happening. It's still very much vibrant. We have now a very, very powerful and very active youth schools Parang,
Yes.
where you have many of the primary schools and secondary schools getting involved in Parang, learning the culture, singing the songs, and then they will just, from there they grow until they become a professional Parang band as well.
That's nice. So let me ask, because I know Parang, like the original Parang, it's all in Spanish. So do you have to be a Spanish-speaking person to sing Parang?
No, you don't. What happens is The peons came across. Remember, they were agricultural workers.
Yeah.
They weren't, the level of Spanish wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm.
And parang is a very oral tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? Like, I sing verses from my grandfather, who was from Venezuela.
Okay.
And he would have learned it from his father.
Right.
But I learned it phonetically.
Okay.
It was never written, it was never taught.
Mm-hmm.
Sing, yeah, sing it as well. It's the same with the Lara Brothers. Sing, we listen, we learn, and that's how it is. It was an oral tradition passed down. So over the time, it got a little bit corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're trying to figure out and make it correct Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But that in itself is a problem, because how can we make it correct Spanish if they won't speaking
Right.
correct
So we have to keep it to what it was.
Exactly.
I would think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what makes it unique.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. So your band now had most of the players from your band from Trinidad?
Yes. All of the players. Actually.
All. So you came up actually this weekend to perform here. Well, I guess you've been doing a lot of performances elsewhere too.
Well, normally I would,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not currently in Trinidad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you yourself not currently.
Not currently in Trinidad.
Mm.
But I'm still very active in the band.
Okay.
I'm very, I still, help where I can, lyric wise, music when they have rehearsals. Okay, guys, do this differently, do this differently.
So where are you residing right now?
Madrid, Spain.
Okay, and what are you doing in Madrid, Spain?
I'm doing my doctorate.
Doctorate in Parang?
No, I wish. I wish.
No worry, you know what?
I would actually like to say now there was actually PhDs in Parangon in Trinidad
Interesting.
by Dr. Sylvia Moody,
Okay.
who I'll say,
Yes.
and Dr. Francesca Ara. They actually did their thesis on Parang. And Dr. Moody has a book called Parang Cancionero, which teaches everyone and anyone interested, whether you're a Parang player or just a aficionado, read that book. It explains everything.
So what's the name of the book again? Tell our viewers so we could look it up, because I want to
Parang.
know more about Parang.
Parang Cancionero
Wow. Interesting.
by Dr. Sylvia Moody Kivansi.
Okay. Well, I am looking forward to hear something tonight. And I know I'm excited already, because when I hear Parang, I feel Christmas. There's no Christmas for us without Parang.
There's a sound associated, you're baking your ham, you're polishing your furniture, you're
Sir.
cleaning your house, you're painting the walls.
Yes.
There's a sound that we always have as Trinidadians
Yes.
behind, and that sound is Parang.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you so much.
No problem.
I feel blessed to be able to learn so much more. I grew up as a child in Trinidad, and we just know Taparan.
Yeah.
But there's so much history behind it. So what I'll encourage myself, and I'll encourage us to look up a little bit to find out more about Farang and educate ourselves, because this thing ain't going nowhere. We're looking forward tonight to hearing what this band has to offer. And until then, aromas of the world, we'll see you on the next side. But the flavor of the aroma tonight is Farang.
Thank you. Thank you.